talking about the nutrition, definitely we are talking about bacteria. And in case of this bacteria, it having very diverse nutrition level, different types of very diversity. So first of all, we will discuss about that is bacteria. These are the belonging to first category, autotrophs, and the number second bacteria, those are belonging to category that is heterotrophs. Autotrophs and the heterotrophs. When we are talking about the autotrophs, that is, it is divided into again two types, that is photoautotrophs and the chemoautotrophs. So first part, that is photoautotrophs, first one, and the second one, chemoautotrophs. So I think no need to explain what is meaning of autotrophs and what is meaning of heterotrophs. You know very aware this concept. So quickly we are talking about example for the photoautotrophs and what is the exactly difference between the normal photosynthesis and the bacterial photosynthesis, because question वहां से बनेगा. So under the autotrophs, first of all we are talking about first category, that is photoautotrophs. Photoautotrophs nothing but whenever we are talking about that is source of energy. That source of energy, these are the light, because in the presence of light, synthesis of the carbon, fixation of the carbon process can be occurred. Food synthesis, energy source, that is light. And when we compare this point with chemo, that is chemical component, these are the act as a energy, chemical energy. So light energy and the chemical energy. Now when we are talking about first category, that is photoautotrophs. Just one second. Yeah. Photoautotrophs. So such photoautotrophs, basically it is divided into two types of bacteria, purple sulfur bacteria and the another one green sulfur bacteria. So such type of these photoautotrophs, these are divided into two category. Okay, divide into two category. Number one, we are talking about PSB. Long form of PSB, that is purple sulfur bacteria. Purple sulfur bacteria. And when we are talking about another one, that is GSB mostly these are the called as, that is green sulfur bacteria. So that is green sulfur bacteria, purple sulfur bacteria, and the another one, that is green sulfur bacteria. So these are the two basic category of the bacteria which is come under the photoautotrophs, where energy source, these are the light. Now why we are talking about purple sulfur bacteria? So there is a one common question, please remember, when we compare this point with respect to photosynthesis in plant, so they require some light, that sunlight they are ranging from the 400 to 700 nanometer. But when we are talking about bacteria, those are involved for the photosynthesis process. They require higher wavelength of energy for the photosynthesis. So under the photoautotrophs, we are talking about what is the light source, definitely, but which type of this light source. So when we are talking about that is purple sulfur bacteria, they required more than 800 nanometer wavelength, as well as green sulfur bacteria, they required more than 800 nanometer wavelength. If you want to write down what is the exactly value, you can, but more than 800 is the correct answer, उसी के ऊपर question आएगा. But more specifically, if purple sulfur bacteria, they want to perform a photosynthesis, they required light wavelength 890 nanometer, and with respect to green sulfur bacteria, they required 840 nanometer. So these are the exactly value, but remember only more than 800 light source, 800 nanometer wavelength, these are the required for the process of the photosynthesis. Now next condition, when we are talking about in both purple sulfur bacteria as well as the green sulfur bacteria, there is a presence of only photosystem 1. I hope you remember what is the meaning of PS1. PS1, P for the photo, S for the synthesis, that is photosystem. Photosystem, PS, photosystem. So that photosystem, basically These are the only one type of the photosystem is present in case of this bacteria. Same scenario for the GSB also. Only TS1 system are present. That is photosystem 1 is present. And that photosystem 1 nothing but more than 800 nanometer, that is 890 and the 840 nanometer. While when we compare this point with the plant it is having two photosystem, photosystem 1 as well as the photosystem 2. So detailed part about that system we will discuss in chapter photosynthesis. But please remember, in case of this bacteria those are the involved during the photosynthesis process, that is photoautotroph. It consists of the only one type of the photosystem, and whatever the reaction center is present or whatever we are talking about pigments which is responsible for the photosynthesis, all those pigments they absorb light or they absorb wavelength more than 800 nanometer. Got it? This point is clear, everyone? Can you understand these 2 points? Okay, Shivangi. Okay, chalo. Now we are talking about next scenario, that is which type of the pigments are present. Definitely we are talking about purple sulfur bacteria. It means that something of purple color pigments are present. So in case of this PSB, bacterio purpurine, that is purple color pigments are present. And when we compare this point with green sulfur bacteria, so definitely we are talking about something of green color pigments are present. So these are the rich with the chlorobium chlorophyll pigment. Chlorobium chlorophyll pigment. Got it? So bacteriopurpurine, purple color pigment which is present in PSB, and the another one that is uh, chlorobium chlorophyll, green color pigment which is present inside this GSB. So these are the two different bacteria which has come under the photoautotropic condition. Now there is a one important concept which is a common for these two in PSB as well as in case of GSB, that is photoautotropic bacteria. जो भी हम यहाँ पे देख रहे, these bacteria they never undergo the photolysis of water. No photolysis of water. It means that whenever we are talking about the typical process of the photosynthesis, carbon dioxide react with the water, and in presence of the sunlight and the chlorophyll pigment it gives rise to glucose molecule, and as a byproduct oxygen it is get released inside the environment. So now in this condition, bacteria, photoautotropic bacteria, they never use water for the photosynthesis process. So that's why we are using, that is no photolysis of water. It means that water not required. And if water is not required, it means that no release of oxygen. No release of oxygen, O2. That's why such type of this photosynthesis where oxygen it is not released, such type of this photosynthesis called as anoxygenic photosynthesis. Very important point. Anoxygenic photosynthesis. Definitely these bacteria they perform the photosynthesis, but they never use the water for the photosynthesis, और अगर water use नहीं हो रहा है, definitely there is a no release of oxygen. Such type of this photosynthesis, these are called as oxygenic photosynthesis. Got it? This point is clear, everyone? Yes or no? Okay, Pratyusha. Remember this point. ये कुछ तो अलग है, because again we repeat with respect to cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria exactly reverse to photoautotropic bacteria. Cyanobacteria also bacteria, but that is a something different mechanism is present, which is similar to plant. So now we are talking about, next quickly we are talking about what is the difference between the photosynthesis in case of bacteria and in case of this plant. So quickly we are talking about difference between the bacterial photosynthesis and this point we compare with the plant photosynthesis. plant photosynthesis. Whenever we are talking about first point with respect to photosystem, so only photosystem 1 is present and the wavelength, or what we say, that is a nanometer. So photosystem 1, basically it has more than 800 nanometer. These are the range for the bacterial photosynthesis. But when we compare this point with plant, in case of this plant, two photosystems are present. Two photosystems are present, PS1 and the PS2. So for example, we are talking about first one, that is PS1, and the another one, that is PS2, photosystem 1 and the photosystem 2. Can you tell me what is the wavelength? What is the absorption spectra for photosystem 1 and the photosystem 2? We know that is there is a different nanometer range which is related to photosystem 1 and the photosystem 2. Can you tell me, anyone? Anyone? Can you tell me? Just think chapter. Deepika, partially correct, 50% is correct. Whenever we are talking about the photosystem 1, it means that we are talking about wavelength that is 700 nanometer for the plant photosynthesis. And when we are talking about photosystem 2, it has 680 nanometer. 680 nanometer means definitely they absorb the red light, and 700 means they absorb the far red light. So that part we'll discuss in photosynthesis chapter. But whenever, what is the important? Whenever we are talking about bacterial photosynthesis means photoautotropic bacteria, not cyanobacteria, okay? Photoautotropic bacteria, they consist of only one type of this photosystem, and it having the range that is more than 800 nanometer. While in case of this plant, total two photosystems are present, photosystem 1 and the photosystem 2, and definitely they having the different absorption spectra. Okay, now next condition, whenever we are talking about bacteria, during the photosynthesis, water it is not used. But when we compare this point with the plant, water is used for the photosynthesis. Next scenario, if water it is not used, it means that there is a no O2 get release as a byproduct. There is a no release of oxygen. But when you compare this point with respect to plant photosynthesis, so definitely in case of this plant, there is a release of oxygen. Oxygen यहाँ पे release होगा. And the last point, definitely, if oxygen is released, it means that such type of this photosynthesis, these are called as the oxygenic photosynthesis. And in case of this bacteria, that is photoautotropic bacteria, they never release the oxygen. It means that we are talking about they are unoxygenic photosynthesis. They are showing unoxygenic photosynthesis. Got it? So this point is clear. If water it is not used, how does the photosynthesis take place as to water is a major requirement for the bacteria? Pratyusha, basically what is the use of the water? Water it is act as an electron and the hydrogen donor. So हम ये point लिख लेते हैं. अच्छा question पूछा आपने. So fifth one we are talking about water it is used. Why these are the water used? Because water is a electron and proton donor. Electron and the proton donor, because now what happened when we discuss the photosynthesis, one energy it is absorbed by the chlorophyll pigment, now it is transferred to reaction center, and from reaction center that energy it is circulate throughout the photosystem, means just absorption of the light. तो यहाँ पे क्या generate होगा? Definitely water when undergo the lysis, now they responsible for generation of the electron, and as well as there is a generation of the proton. So definitely with the help of electron and the proton, that energy get transferred, and that's why there is a synthesis of this ATP, as well as there is a synthesis of molecule NADPH as an energy source. So water it is act as an electron and the proton donor. But in case of bacteria, यहाँ पे ये काम कौन करेगा? In this condition we are talking about some sulfurous component. Some sulfurous component or sulfurous compound, they are provide, or what we say, they are donor. These are the donor for electron and the proton. So that's why we are talking about purple sulfur bacteria, green sulfur bacteria. दोनों में sulfur आ रहा है? Yes or no? In both words, PSB, GSB, purple sulfur bacteria and the green sulfur bacteria. In both scenarios, sulfur is present, and sulfur basically it is responsible for generate the electron and the proton. Got it? Pratyusha, this point is clear, beta? Okay, so remember this thing. Definitely, water it is required for their metabolism, but water it is not required for the bacterial photosynthesis, because what is the role of water? Just provide the electron and the proton, right? Electron and the proton. So such component it is provided by the sulfurous component which is present in case of bacteria. Got it? Okay, is this any other question? Yeah, chalo, very good. So these are the exactly some difference between the bacterial photosynthesis and the plant photosynthesis. This point I am not repeating in point that is photosynthesis, because during the photosynthesis we entirely discuss about the plant photosynthesis. ठीक है? तो जो कुछ भी part होगा with respect to photosynthesis we are discussing in this chapter related to bacteria. Okay, chalo. So these are the all about photoautotropic bacteria, where light, these are the energy source, water it is not used. If no water, no oxygen, unoxygenic photosynthesis. Okay, now next condition, chemoautotropic bacteria. Okay, should I continue? Okay, chalo. So we are talking about that is chemoautotrophs. Remember this thing, whenever we are talking about that is chemoautotrophs, it means that we are talking about now in this scenario, chemical, these are the act as energy. Okay, light energy nahi yahan pe. Now in this condition, chemical it is act as energy. So how? So we are taking simple example that is very famous and very time it is get repeated, that is nitrifying bacteria. ये हम बार बार रिपीट करेंगे. Nitrogen fixing bacteria, nitrifying bacteria, and where these are the present? Such bacteria is present in soil. Okay, so nitrifying bacteria we are talking about, those are present in soil. Soil, these are the source. Now when we are talking about with respect to nitrifying bacteria, simple process hota hai yahan pe. Which process? That is nitrogen fixation. Okay, now what happen during the nitrogen fixation? There is a production of molecule that is ammonia. क्या produce हुआ? That is ammonia. Atmospheric nitrogen it is converted into ammonia. Such type of this ammonia, further these are the converted in the form of NO2 minus, that is nitrite. These are the converted in the form of nitrite. Further that nitrite it is converted in the form of nitrate, that is NO3 minus. That point that is called as the nitrate. So ammonia bana. Ammonia further it is converted into nitrite, and from nitrite it is converted into nitrate. Now what happened during this conversion? Few bacteria they play very important role. जैसे हम यहाँ पे बात करेंगे, ये point हम फिर से repeat करेंगे, so don't worry. I'm writing such example here. So we are taking two bacteria who responsible for conversion of ammonia into nitrite during the nitrogen fixation process. First bacteria that is Nitrosomonas. Nitrosomonas, and the another bacteria Nitrococcus. Coccus. These are the two bacteria who responsible for conversion of ammonia into nitrite. Second scenario, once nitrate get formed, now यहाँ पे बनेगा nitrate. During this step, again the two bacteria they play very important role. Number one that is Nitrobacter and the Nitrocystis. Nitrobacter and the another example Nitrocystis. So these are the two bacteria who responsible for conversion of nitrite into nitrate. So simply what happen? ये जो conversion हो रहा है from ammonia to nitrite, nitrite to nitrate, during this each and every step there is an oxidation reaction. Electron they get released. So now what happen? ये जो conversion हो रहा है, from this conversion, even from this conversion, there is a release of electron. There is a release of electron during this conversion. And now you know very well that is release of electron or the breakdown of electron. It means that we are talking about that is oxidation process, right? Now, whatever that electron is get released during the simply conversion, such electron, they are picked up by the bacteria, and that electron, it is used in electron transport system for the synthesis of ATP. So electron which is released, we are talking about such electron, it is used, electron used in ETS, that is electron transport system. And you know very well, is this any electron transport system get run? It means that finally we obtain the energy in the form of molecule, that is ATP molecule. Got it? There is a production of ATP, and now this ATP, ये जो ATP बना, now that ATP it is used for carbon fixation, it is used for food synthesis, sugar synthesis. So whatever this ATP used, that ATP, these are the used, the production, after the production of ATP, that ATP used for food synthesis, sugar synthesis, or carbon dioxide fixation. Got it? Got it this point? Why we are talking about these are the chemoautotropic bacteria? Chemoautotropic means what? Chemical undergo the breakdown, and from chemical we obtain the energy, because chemical component, these are the energy source. Simply क्या हो रहा है? During that all process, one component, that is ammonia, convert into nitrite. Oxidation process हुआ, electron get generate, nitrite convert into nitrate. फिर से oxidation reaction, electron get generate. Whatever that electron is get released, that all electron is picked up by the bacteria. Electron pick up करेगा. Now run होगा one cycle, one होगी one chain, that is electron transport system. And you know very well, with the help of electron transport system, we can produce the ATP. जो कुछ भी ATP बनेगा, that ATP finally it is used for the production of food. Okay? During the photoautotropic condition, in the presence of sunlight, there is a production of energy, and that energy is utilized for the food production. But whenever we are talking about that is chemoautotropic bacteria, chemical undergo the breakdown, electron get generate, that electron is picked up by the bacteria, electron transport system run hoga, and finally there is a production of this ATP, and finally that ATP, it is utilized for carbon fixation. Got it? This point is clear, everyone? What bacteria pick up the electrons which is released? Electron get released, pick up beta. Bacteria pick up the electrons. Whatever that electron is get released during that severe reaction, because the oxidation हो रहा है, simply oxidation of the molecule. So that electron is released from during that reaction, right? So that electron is picked up by the bacteria. And once it is picked up, now it is become part of electron transport system. Electron get entered inside the ETS system. Got it, Pradyusha? Okay, chalo. How that chemoautotropic bacteria, they work efficiently, and when we are talking about chemical is a source of energy. Okay. Yeah. Should I continue? Should I continue? Okay, Deepika. Chalo. Quickly, हम थोड़े से example ले रहे. We are not taking too much detail because I just want to explain you how that chemoautotropic bacteria they work, how they release the electron, how that chemical component is act as energy source. Second example, ये पहला हमने देखा one, that is small a, that is nitrifying bacteria which is present in soil, responsible for the nitrogen fixation. Further, we are talking about B, that is iron bacteria. Iron bacteria. Iron bacteria example, that is Ferrobacillus. No need to remember all example. Iron, Fe2 plus, Fe3 plus, ferrous iron. So just उसी तरह से याद रखना. Ferrobacillus. ठीक है? Now what happens? Simply condition here. Whenever we are talking about this iron bacteria, there is a presence of ferrous salt. That ferrous salt, it is undergo the process of oxidation. And during that oxidation process, क्या release होगा? Now that is a release of electron, same process, and finally there is a production of that ATP, and now that ATP finally used for the synthesis of the food. It is utilized for the food production. All steps, these are the similar. Electron release hoga, become part of electron transport system, and now finally what we are talking about is the production of the food. So wherever the ferrous salts are present, that ferrous salt is finally converted in the form of ferric salt. Ferrous, ferric. So Fe3+. So ये conversion होगा, and now there is oxidation process, release of electron. Iron bacteria. Same condition, again they followed with the help of the some hydrogen bacteria. Hydrogen bacteria. Hydrogen bacteria, simply what happened? There is a presence of this hydrogen, and that hydrogen it is converted in the form of water. Same reaction ho raha hai. And the last one we are talking about, that is sulfur bacteria. Sulfur bacteria. And there is a one question which is already asked with respect to sulfur bacteria, that is thiobacillus and the bignota. So is this any H2S molecule is present? So that H2S, it is undergo the process of oxidation, and now it is converted in the form of sulfur. Okay, oxidized hoga, and now it is H2S converted into sulfur. And the example who perform this reaction, who perform this step, that is Beggiata, name of the bacteria. These are the example of the sulfur bacteria, where H2S it is converted into simply sulfur. Next condition, once sulfur it is get formed, again that sulfur it is converted into H2SO4. It is converted into H2SO4, and the name of the bacteria, that is Thiobacillus bacteria. Thiobacillus. Okay, so we are talking about that is two reactions. No need to remember the reaction, just remember the example. Hydrogen bacteria, simply hydrogen is converted into water. Sulfur bacteria, two examples. Number one, that is Beggiota, and the number second, that is Thiobacillus. Got it? So these are the four category which is come under the chemoautotrope. Number one, nitrifying bacteria. Number second, iron bacteria. Number third, hydrogen bacteria, and the last one, that is sulfur bacteria. Got it? Okay, chalo. Okay, chalo. So these are the all about information about the what we say, that is autotrophic bacteria. Next condition and the last point, we are talking about heterotrophs. Heterotrophs bacteria. Heterotrophic bacteria basically it is having very large category. Thiobacillus. Thiobacillus come under the sulfur bacteria. Yes. Clear? Okay, chalo. So next part we are talking about, that is come under, that is heterotrophs. Actually, when we talk about in detail, heterotrophs, again it is divided into photoorganoheterotrophs and the chemoorganoheterotrophs. So we are not going too much detail about that. Simply we are talking about only one condition, that is three types of this heterotroph majorly which is present. Number one, that is parasitic bacteria, parasite. Number second, that is saprophytes, also called as the decomposers, right? And the third one, that is symbiont. The bacteria, those are involved in the symbiotic association. Remember this thing, whenever we are talking about decomposers or the saprophytic organism. So maximum in this category, bacteria are come under this decomposers or the under the saprophytic category, as well as fungi, because fungi, these are the also decomposer, these are the saprophytic organelles. So mostly, if I'm talking about, these are the two examples, those are the included into this condition. Mostly these are the saprophytic as well as the decomposers. But in case of kingdom Protista, in kingdom Protista also we discussed some Protista also they act as a saprophytic, they act as a decomposers, but these are the very few examples. Okay, so is this any question? अगर question ऐसा हुआ, which of the following these are the what we say part of decomposers? So option में bacteria होगा, fungus also there, protist also there, or for example plants also there. So remember this thing, bacteria, fungus, if you read books you obtain that is bacteria, fungus, these are the natural decomposers, they are the saprophytic, grow or survive on the dead organic matter. But please remember, even Protista also they come under the category that is saprophytic or decomposers, but it is very few examples we have which is the Protista who act as a saprophytic. So detailed explanation we'll discuss in kingdom Protista. Okay, but remember under the decomposers category total 3 organisms are came. Number 1 bacteria, number 2 fungi, and the number 3 Protista. Got it? This point is clear, everyone? Yes or no? Okay. So under the heterotrophs, just we are taking few examples. Like we are talking about that is Rhodospirillum. Rhodospirillum, name of the bacteria. ये examples है for the heterotrophs, common heterotrophs. Okay. Another one we are talking about that is Rhodosudomonas. Pseudomonas. So Rhodospirillum as well as the Rhodosudomonas, these are the example of the bacteria that is heterotrophic bacteria. Got it? Yes or no? Okay, Deepika Sejal. Yeah, chalo. So now these are the aims with the nutrition. Phototroph, chemototrophs, even we discuss the heterotroph. Meanwhile, we discuss the heterotroph in detail in Protista, even in fungi also. So I think this information is sufficient. And whenever we are talking about among these all means parasitic, saprophytic, and the recombinant, which one the major category? So maximum bacteria, these are the belonging to category that is saprophytic category. So जितने भी bacteria है, that bacteria is not autotroph, means it is not photoautotroph, it is not chemoautotroph. Mostly these are the belonging to heterotrophs, and among the heterotrophs, saprophytic or the decomposers bacteria, these are the major group of bacteria among the all. Got it? Yeah, this point is clear. Okay, chalo. Last point about the bacteria, we are talking about reproduction, asexual mode of reproduction, and vegetative propagation, and the next one that is parasexuality. Okay, chalo. So write down the title, reproduction. Next part, reproduction. Under the reproduction, we are taking first condition that is bacteria. These are mostly divided by asexual mode of reproduction where single parent is involved. No gamete fusion, right? That is asexual mode of reproduction. Under the asexual mode of reproduction, we are taking that is very much common one method that is binary fission. Binary fission. Okay. Is this any favorable condition? Everything is okay. Is this any favorable condition? During that favorable condition, bacteria mostly prefer the binary fission technique. That is, one bacteria is divided into two, binary fission. But if condition is unfavorable, so during that unfavorable, they prefer undergo the spore formation. ऐसा नहीं कि fungus is spore form करते. Even bacteria also, they are responsible for the spore formation, and that spore formation nothing but more specifically these are called as the endospore. And endospore process, these are the form under unfavorable condition. Okay, these are the form under the unfavorable condition. Unfavorable means what? We are talking about some simple scenario. That is a stress condition, water stress or nutrition it is not available, or temperature it is not optimum, humidity, etc. pH it is not favorable. So many unfavorable conditions are there. Unfavorable, or simply you can say that is stress condition. Okay, so when bacteria these are the present in healthy environment, everything is okay, सब कुछ अच्छा है. Now that is a binary fission. And is this any what we say that is unfavorable condition, stress condition? Now quickly they are undergo the process of uh, spore formation, that is endospore structure. Next scenario, that is when we are talking about in case of this bacteria, sexual reproduction it is totally absent. Sexual mode of reproduction it is totally absent. But in case of this bacteria, parasexuality is present. But there is a presence of parasexuality. Parasexuality is present. And whenever we are talking about parasexuality, it means that simply we are talking about that is recombination process. Parasexuality, or simply you can say that is process that is recombination process. Okay, so quickly we are talking about two important steps in case of this bacteria. What is the meaning of parasexuality and how that spore they form under the unfavorable condition. Okay, चलो, because binary fission easy है और वहां से क्वेश्चन नहीं बनेगा. Sexual reproduction it is totally absent, तो वहां से भी क्वेश्चन नहीं बनेगा. We just focus on the parasexuality and the spore formation. Yeah, so this part is covered. Then please tell me, we'll continue the next part. Yeah, should I continue? Okay, chalo. So first of all, we are talking about asexual mode of reproduction, and we are taking one question. Write down the title. First one, we are talking about asexual mode of reproduction, and the number one we are talking about that is binary fission. Binary fission nothing but there is a division of parent cell into two daughter cell under favorable condition. Okay. So now what happens? Simply we are taking one question to understand the binary fission. So write down the question. Write down the question. A bacterial cell. Write down the question. A bacterial cell. A bacterial cell divide per minute. Divide per minute, and in 15 minutes, it fills 1/4 of cup. गिवन इंफॉर्मेशन क्या है? डिवीजन का रेट कितना है? पर मिनट one bacteria they show the division from 1 it is converted into 2 to 4 4 to 8. ठीक है, division. And now what happened? Approximately within 15 minutes there is a 1 cup or glass, it is filled up to 1/4. Okay, then question is that how much time? Question, how much time is required? How much time it is required to fill a cup completely? Just try to solve it. Just try to see all information is given. They are showing within 1 minute, one bacteria is divided into 2 normally. Given information kya hai? There is one bacteria, and within 1 minute, that one bacteria is divided into 2 because these are the cell division time. Okay, these are the given information. Other given information is what? There is a one cup or glass. Within 50 minutes, it is completely filled with 1/4. तो आपको ये find out करना है, अगर आपको completely वो glass fill up करना है, or that cup you want to fill up with bacteria, how much time it is required? Very good, Devash. Yes, it's true. Can you explain me, beta? Devash, you can on your mic and you can talk. No problem. Devash, can you explain me? Answer is true. That is 17 minutes. It's true.
On the 16th minute, it is half
Huh?
filled,
Correct.
and then on the 17th minute, it completely fills the cup.
Exactly. Simply what happened? Given information is that there is a one cup. A cup hai. Right? Given information, that is we are talking about 1/4. So ये 1/4 हो गया, for example. Okay. So to fill a 1/4, now it is required how many time? 15 minutes. और doubling time कितना है? 1 minute. Means what happened? Within 1 minute, 1/4 it is become double. मतलब कितना होगा? Within 1 minute it is become half, completely half. So that time, that is 16 minutes, because 1 minute these are the doubling time, these are the division time. Bacterial cell it is divide per minute. तो 15 मिनट पे 1/4 था, 16 मिनट पे क्या होगा? डबल होगा. 1/4 का डबल मीन्स व्हाट? Half. And now what happened at the 17 minute, after the 1 minute, now that half it is filled with the entire. तो ये पूरा यहाँ तक जाएगा, right? Now this condition, simply we can say these are the completely filled. So half means we are talking about is completely filled with the one. How many times? Got it? Simple question है. You just have to understand the language of question, right? A bacterial cell is divided in 1 minute. अगर 1 minute में divide हो रहा है, definitely clearly it is given the information about the binary fission. Means one bacteria is showing the binary fission. They divide into 2 cells within 1 minute. So time required, that is initially 15 minutes लगेंगे to fill the 1/4. So question, if you want to fill the entire cup, how much time it is required? So 15 minutes पे 1/4, 16 पे हो गया half, and 17 पे completely 1. Got it? This point is clear? Okay, chalo, very good. Simple condition, that is binary fission. Okay, chalo. So after the binary fission, we are talking about that is endospore formation. Second condition, that is endospore formation. Endospore formation, nothing but we are talking about spore present inside the bacteria. These are the endogenous in nature. So quickly we are taking those bacteria who involved during the endospore formation. सारे bacteria endospore form नहीं करते, first of all. Few bacteria, and the very first example, that is Bacillus species. They are involved during the formation of the endospore. And the another one, that is Clostridium species. Okay, so Bacillus species and the Clostridium species, these are the two bacteria, those are involved during the endospore formation. So quickly we are talking about what is the meaning of endospore and why we say endospore. These are the resistance to UV, antibiotic attack, heat, acid, alkali. So we are talking reason why endospore, these are the resistance. Chalo. So normally what happen, we are talking about stress condition. So we are taking the some chart, flow chart, that is there is a stress condition. Now stress condition means what? There is a favorable, unfavorable condition. So during this stress condition, all cytoplasmic material, जितना भी बैक्टीरिया के बॉडी में साइटोप्लाज्मिक मटेरियल होगा, all cytoplasmic material they get aggregate. Aggregate means what? They clump. Water lysis होगा. Whatever the material is present, genetic material, organelles, enzyme, protein, all that material they showing coagulation. They get aggregate. So there is an aggregation. They get aggregate. Okay, ये हो गया first step during this stress condition. Now what happened? When all the material they are showing the aggregation, it means that around the bacterial body there is a formation of thick wall. So we are talking about second scenario, thick walled formation. Thick walled formation around bacterial cell. Around bacterial cell. Okay. I am taking this structure diagrammatic representation. Bacillus है, bacillus mostly these are the rod shape, तो हम rod shape ही draw कर रहे हैं. So for example, these are the bacteria, but now these are the not a normal bacteria because now such bacteria it has the thick wall around this. Okay, so ये जो हमने draw किया है, these are the thick wall. There is a presence of this thick wall because unfavorable condition, thick wall form. And whatever we are talking about the cytoplasmic material, that cytoplasmic material they get aggregate inside the cell. All that material, right? All that material they get aggregate. Now what happened? Again we are talking about this material also. These are the consist of the some thick wall. Okay, so we are talking about that is cytoplasmic material they get. एक काम करो, यहाँ से एक एरो हटा दो. Simply you represent this arrow. Okay, so we are talking about stress condition. All cytoplasmic material they get aggregate. So we are talking about this green color, nothing but these are the all cytoplasm. All cytoplasmic material, those are showing aggregation. Around this cytoplasmic material, there is a formation of the thick wall, right? Thick wall. And such thick wall, basically, they form around the bacterial cell. Endospore, right? Outer side, there is one wall is present. So we are talking about ये भी एक wall है. That is, these are the outermost cell wall of bacteria. Cell wall of bacteria, right? And now inside the bacterial body, again there is a presence of something a thick walled body. और ये जो structure बना inside this entire structure, these are called as typical structure endospore. Endospore. And if we are talking about what is the origin of that endospore, endospore basically endogenous in origin. Endogenous in origin. What is meaning of endogenous? Where these are the present? Inside the bacterial body. Bacterial cell wall also present. But whatever the cytoplasmic material which is present inside the bacteria, all that cytoplasmic material they showing coagulation. They are showing aggregation. एक साथ aggregation होगा around that bacterial wall, around that bacterial cytoplasmic material, formation of the thick wall. And such thick wall structure, these are called as the endospore. And what is the origin? Where these are the located? So such type of this endospore, these are the endogenous in origin because they are located inside the bacterial cell. Got it? This point is clear, everyone? Yes or no? Okay, Deepa. Chalo. Isha, Siddhi. So now we are talking about why endospore wall, these are the resistance, or simply we are talking about endospore, these are the resistance to heat, temperature, gamma radiation, lysosome, even during the antibiotic resistance also. So we are talking about reason behind that. So next point we are talking about, that is why endospore, these are showing resistance. These are resistance to. We are enlisting all the points. These are the resistance to. Number one, high temperature as well as low temperature. UV rays as well as gamma radiations. And you know UV and the gamma rays, these are the very harmful radiation because it having the high penetration power. फिर भी एंडोस्पोर resistance है. As well as these are the resistance to lysozyme activity to degrade the peptidoglycan layer. As well as we are talking about these are the having resistance activity to different various antibiotic. So we are talking about why endospore. ठीक है, एंडोस्पोर का मतलब समझ में आ गया ना, हम किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. We are talking about ये बैक्टीरियल सेल है and inside the cell that is one dark body is present. This one accumulation of that material with wall, with thick wall, right? So we are talking about this structure. हम इसके बारे में बात करें. That is the endospore. Got it? Because endospore it is having the thick outermost covering. So that's why it is having resistance against resistance to high temperature, low temperature, antibiotic, even lysosome enzyme also cannot degrade the endospore. So we are talking about reason why endospore these are the resistance to. इसके basically 3 reasons है. Number 1 reason, that is we are talking about endospore wall. These are the made up of total 4 layers. First reason why we say that is endospore wall, these are the thick wall, because first reason, that is endospore wall made up of 4 layer. इस single layer से नहीं बना, even it is not a double layer, it is made up of the 4 layer. That's why endospore wall, these are the very thick and these are the resistance to different activities. Number second reason, that is when endosporitis get formed during the stress condition. Okay, during the stress condition. Stress condition होगा मतलब क्या होगा? There should be release of water from the cell, because whatever the cytoplasmic material they get aggregate, और aggregate कब होगा? जब water का loss होगा. So is this any unfavorable condition? Is this any stress condition? Bacteria like Clostridium, Bacillus, they play very important role. They release the water content, and whenever that water content it is released from the bacterial body, it means that ultimately reduce the metabolic activities. So simply we are talking about the second reason, that is there is a presence of low water content at stress condition. They purposefully maintain the low water content. So इसकी वजह से क्या होगा? Definitely if low water content, it means that they are responsible for reduce the metabolic activities. Reduce metabolic activities. And you know very well, if metabolic activities get reduced, ultimately that bacteria they can survive for the prolonged time, because हमें क्या करना है? Cell division stop करना है, replication transcription stop करना है. So bacteria they can survive whatever the material, all that activities undergo the inactive stage, temporary inactivation, temporary. Okay, because condition is stress condition. Condition, these are the unfavorable condition. This point is clear? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, chalo. And the last point, number third reason, inside the endospore. Inside the endospore, concentration of DPA, it get increased. Concentration of DPA, it will be get increased. Okay, DPA. So what is the function of DPA and what is the long form of DPA? DPA stand for one acid, that is dipicolinic acid. Dipicolinic acid. DPA, dipicolinic acid. Now what happens? Such dipicolinic acid is present inside the endospore structure. And what is the function? Dipicolinic acid, basically they avoid protein denaturation even at high temperature. They protect the protein. So what is the function of that dipicolinic acid? Definitely we are talking about avoid denaturation of protein. Denaturation, degradation, okay? Denaturation of protein. Protein को denature होने से protect करेंगे. Because now what happened? Definitely one strategy endospore applied, that is reduce the metabolic activity by maintaining the low water concentration. So ultimately water कम है मतलब क्या होगा? Metabolic activity भी low है. But again, once there is a favorable condition, so we required enzymes for the further activity, we required the proteins. So that's why when endospore structurities get formed inside the cytoplasm of endospore, concentration of DPA, dipicolinic acid concentration, it is get increased, and once DPA concentration is increased, ultimately that DPA it is protect the protein, they protect the enzyme, they avoid denaturation process. Got it? So these are the basically three reasons. That's why we can say that is endospore. These are showing highly resistance activity against high temperature, low temperature, UV rays, gamma rays, various antibiotic activity, even lysosomal enzyme resistance. Got it? This point is clear, everyone? Okay, just quickly check. These are the some information about the endospore, and endospore definitely these are the resistance. Okay. Yeah, chalo. Next point we are talking about parasexuality. तो हमने binary fission देखा with example. Just we discuss about that is endospore formation. Sexual reproduction तो absent है, so no need to study. Last point, recombination, genetic recombination, that is parasexuality. So write down the title. We are talking about genetic recombination. Genetic recombination. Simply these are called as parasexuality, which is present in bacteria. Parasexuality, right? Because why we are using the parasexuality? Because true sexual reproduction is totally absent in bacteria. Even bacteria don't having mother or father. ऐसा कोई concept नहीं होता. Simple, there is a presence of parental cell. Parental cell gives rise to daughter cell. Simple division pattern. But whenever we are talking about parasexuality, it is divided into three types: transformation, conjugation, and the transcription. So it is divided into three types. First one, we are talking about transformation technique, that is transformation. Okay? Transformation technique, basically these are the discovered, studied by the scientist Griffith. I hope you remember, ये molecular chapter का part है. Because transformation, these are the discovery of scientist Griffith. Scientist Griffith used the experimental material or experimental model. That model nothing but scientists use one bacteria, that is Diplococcus bacteria. Diplococcus. I hope you remember हम Diplococcus किस तरह से represent करते हैं? Cocci. But now that cocci they are attached with each other. So such scenario these are called as a Diplococcus. Diplococcus bacteria also called as the another condition, that is Streptococcus. Streptococcus. Strepto means what? Linear arrangement of bacteria, like that. Cocci bacteria hai, but that cocci bacteria they are arranged linearly. That's why we can say these are the Streptococcus. So Diplococcus कह सकते हो, or you can say that is Streptococcus, as well as you can say Pneumococcus, because it is responsible for one disease, that is pneumonia. So in other language you can say that is Pneumococcus. Pneumococcus. So all these are the true. Huh? Now what happened? What is the meaning of the transformation? Transformation nothing but that is pick up the foreign DNA from different bacteria and it is get transferred. One bacteria to another bacteria, foreign DNA it is get transferred. So simply we are talking about that is definition. Genetic material transfer from one bacteria to another bacteria. genetic material transfer from one bacteria to another bacteria. ये सबके लिए कॉमन होगा, ओके, बट वी आर टेकिंग ओनली डेफिनेशन पार्ट. Transfer of the genetic material from one bacteria to another bacteria simply by pick up foreign DNA. Simply by pick up foreign DNA from surrounding, simply from surrounding area or the bacteria which is present on the surrounding. Okay, simply we are talking about. So we discussed that part in detail in the 12th syllabus when we are talking about the Griffith experiment, that is rough strand and the smooth strand, how that transformation technique is present. But definitely simply what happened, transfer of genetic material from one to another bacteria by simply pick up the foreign DNA which is present at the surrounding area. Simply this process called as the first technique under the parasexuality, that is transformation. Okay, transformation. After the transformation, number second we are talking about, that is conjugation. Conjugation. Conjugation, basically these are the studied, or what we say, all this research, whatever is the process of the conjugation process, it is studied by the two scientists, Liederberg and the another scientist, that is Tatum. So Liederberg and the Tatum discovered the conjugation process, and for the conjugation they are using the simply E. coli, Cinderella, E. coli. And what is the meaning of the conjugation? Simply transfer of genetic material from one bacteria to other bacteria with the help of conjugation tube. With the help of conjugation tube. So conjugation tube through transfer of genetic material. And definitely I think you remember हमने sex plasmid देखा था, and during the conjugation process fertility factor F plus factor play very important role, because sex pili are present, pili which is made up of the pillin protein. Between two bacteria there is a formation of that conjugation tube and simply transfer of genetic material from one bacteria to another bacteria. ज़्यादा detail में नहीं रह रहे because there is not question from this part. Scientist name and the bacteria name is sufficient. And the last part, that is transduction. Transduction, basically these are the discovered by the again two scientists. First one, that is Liederberg, same scientist there, but partner change. Now we are talking about, that is Zinder. Liederberg and the Zinder. And for the transduction process, scientists Liederberg and the Zinder, they selected one pathogenic bacteria, that is Salmonella. There is a using of the bacteria, that is Salmonella bacteria, which is a pathogenic strain. And what is the meaning of transduction? Simply transfer of genetic material from one bacteria to another bacteria, but with the help of viruses. Virus, it is act as a vehicle. Virus in this scenario, it is act as a vector. So हमें virus के through infection करना है, right? So transduction, nothing but we are talking about, that is transfer of genetic material. Genetic material from one to another, from one to another with the help of one to another. Yes, definitely Pratisha, it's true. With the help of virus. So that's why we can say simply such process is called as the transduction. And the best example for the transduction, simply you can say bacteriophage. Bacteriophage virus who eat the bacteria. That's why it is called as the bacteriophage. So these are the best example, ideal example for the process transduction, who carry the genetic material from one to another bacteria. Got it? This point is clear, everyone? Yes or no? So 3 points which is part of the genetic recombination. Definitely recombination होगा, exchange of the genetic material. In case of eukaryotic system, it is very much common because we are showing sexual reproduction. But even in case of bacteria, genetic recombination possible, but that genetic recombination simply it is called as a parasexuality, which is divided into three parts, three types: transformation, conjugation, and the transduction. Got it? So simply transfer of genetic material, but ways are different. This point is clear, everyone? Yes or no? Okay. Should I continue next part? Okay, chalo. So now these are the end with the basic eubacteria. Now we are talking about some different bacterial groups. Different means they are belonging to eubacteria. They are belonging to gram positive, gram negative category. But even we are talking about something a special condition जो कि बाकी bacteria से match नहीं होते. So first of all, we are talking about first bacterial example, cyanobacteria, also called as the BGA. Okay. So now these are the end with the simple eubacteria. Now we are taking the very special condition, that is BGA. So we are talking about special condition BGA, that is blue green algae. Blue green algae. BGA, these are also called as cyanobacteria. Okay, cyano. We discuss later why we say that is cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria, these are also called as the Myxophyceae. Myxophyceae. The word MYXO and the another word that is phyceae. Myxo represent that is slime layer, and phyceae means we are talking about that is algae group. These are the belonging to algae group. So definitely cyanobacteria, these are the one type of this algae, but more specifically we are talking about these are prokaryotic algae. So myxophyceae means what? Slimy layer है, they secrete this some slime. हम आगे देखेंगे nostoc structure. Slime, and phyceae means what? That is algae group. That's why this cyanobacteria or the myxophyceae also called as prokaryotic algae. Got it? So these are also called as specific type of this algae, but prokaryotic algae. So different name देख रहे हैं हम for the BGA, for the cyanobacteria, or for the okay. BGA, cyanobacteria, or these are also called as the Myxophyceae. Sometimes, basically, when we are talking about, these are the also called as largest gram-negative bacteria. These are the example of the largest gram-negative. I hope you remember what is meaning of gram-negative. Under microscope, it is look like. Komal, I just erased the previous slide, beta, but don't worry, I started the recording. Just check the time and you can download the recording and you can check the whatever part is going on. Okay. So we are talking about that is largest gram-negative bacteria. Special bacterial condition, okay, cyanobacteria. So these are the some different name with respect to BGA, also called as the cyanobacteria. Now in this scenario, we are talking about cyanobacteria. These are the bacteria who first time added oxygen inside the environment. So we are taking evidence for that. First time, definitely what we say, plants they are showing photosynthesis process and they release the oxygen. Bacteria are showing the unoxygenic photosynthesis, but we are taking one special condition with respect to cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria, these are the first organism who split the water, or what we say, they release oxygen inside this environment. Got it? So चलो, we are talking about one special condition जहां से question बनेगा, that is cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria or that BGA bacteria, cyano और the BGA दोनों का मतलब सेम ही है. These are bacteria who first time added oxygen in atmosphere. They added oxygen in environment. These are the first organism who added oxygen. So now what happened whenever we are talking about such type of this cyanobacteria or such type of this BGA, they are having two photosystem. They consist of the photosystem 1 as well as they consist of the photosystem 2. दोनों photosystem present है. So for the present I'm using just plus sign. If you want you can write down a sentence. Under the cyanobacteria we are talking about, these are the first group, first bacteria who release oxygen inside the environment before plant. Okay, before plant, these are the bacteria. Why such condition is possible? Because in this scenario both photosystems are present, that is photosystem 1 as well as the photosystem 2. I hope you remember, if you revise properly photosynthesis chapter, photosystem 2, that is P680, they are responsible for breakdown of water. These are the stage जहां पे water का breakdown होगा, where we are talking about, that is photosystem 2. Now these are the photosystem 2 which is responsible for release of oxygen. अगर water का breakdown होगा, definitely there is a release of oxygen, and as well as such type of this, because of that photosystem 2, definitely we can say there is a type of oxygenic photosynthesis. The cyanobacteria, these are the showing the oxygenic photosynthesis. So in question you have to read carefully question. Question में पूछा है about the photoautotropic bacteria, or they are asking about the cyanobacteria or BGA bacteria, because photoautotropic bacteria, they never break the water, they never use the water, no oxygen get released, that's why photosynthesis, these are the unoxygenic. But when you compare this point with cyanobacteria, these are the first bacteria who split water, release oxygen, and that's why it will be showing oxygenic photosynthesis. And why such possible? This possible because of the presence of one extra photosystem, that is photosystem 2. Got it? This point is clear, everyone? Yes or no? Sure? Okay. So can you say like that? हम इसे कह सकते हैं. Now ये तो पता चला, these are the bacteria. So how that bacteria is get changed? Just check. So there is a presence of some bacteria that is primitive, anaerobic condition is present. Definitely you know that evolution part hai. First of all, there is a condition, totally there is a primitive anaerobic condition is present. Such anaerobic condition, now they can change. ये change हुआ. And now that anaerobic primitive, these are the converted into present aerobic environment. So anaerobic environment था, these are the converted into aerobic. And why these are the possible? The change because of, I'm just writing BCZ, you write down because of BGA. So BGA, these are the first bacteria who responsible for conversion of anaerobic environment into aerobic environment. These are the first bacteria who responsible for the change. Before plant, they split the water and again they release the oxygen inside the environment. Got it? This point is clear, everyone? True. Okay, chalo. So now these are some basic information about the cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria is very important because आपको 12th में भी होगा in micro, because we discuss some nitrogen fixation process, we discuss manure. So many times this part is get repeated. So you have to read carefully about the cyanobacteria. Yeah. So one by one we are taking some parts, मतलब body structure कैसा होगा, occurrence, mode of reproduction, how they perform the photosynthesis, even nitrogen fixation. So we discuss that part. So one by one we are talking about some detailed information about the cyanobacteria. So first one we are talking about, first point, occurrence of BGA. First point we are talking about, that is occurrence of BGA. कहाँ कहाँ पे ये present होगा? So first point, whenever we are talking about bacteria, for the bacteria एक common word आता है, these are the cosmopolitan in nature. Bacteria, these are the cosmopolitan in nature. And what is meaning of the cosmopolitan? Can you tell me what is the meaning of word cosmopolitan? Anyone? Found everywhere. Very good. Present everywhere. Found everywhere. Remember. So whenever we are talking about the cosmopolitan, it means that these are the present everywhere. हर जगह पे present होंगे. That's why most of these bacteria, these are the belong to category that is cosmopolitan. Now what we are talking about even, ये तो हो गया, these are present everywhere. Second condition, even they are present in stress condition. So cosmopolitan है, as well as means water, soil, air, as well as they present in stress condition. So stress condition means what? Maybe such type of the cyanobacteria, they are found in hot water spring, because you know hot water spring, it is having the high temperature more than 80 degrees Celsius. So it is present inside this hot water spring, as well as these are the present inside the frozen lake. Frozen lake है मतलब they are below 0 degrees Celsius, right? So they are also present in frozen lake. So at harsh condition, even at stress condition, these are the present. Even in case of this occurrence, cyanobacteria, BGA, they are showing association with some eukaryotic organism. So they are showing, or they show association with eukaryotic organisms. They are showing association with eukaryotic organism. And for this, we are taking few examples, that is Azolla and the Cycas. So we are taking few examples for showing association and question from this point. First example we are talking about, number one, that is Azolla. Azolla, basically these are the belonging to fern category. It is belonging to Pteridophyta category. Azolla के होंगे leaves. Azolla, it has the leaves, right? Now what happened with leaves? With leaves, Anabaena bacteria showing association. With leaves, there is one bacteria, and name of this bacteria, that is Anabaena. Please underline Anabaena. So such Anabaena bacteria, these are the showing association. Association. So now what happened? We are talking about first category, association between Azolla and the Anabaena bacteria. And please remember, these Anabaena, these are the belonging to group that is BGA group. These are the one bacteria who belonging to group that is BGA group. So definitely cyanobacteria, they are showing association with the eukaryotic, और यहाँ पे हमने first example लिया, that is Azolla, it will be showing association with the Anabaena bacteria. Now there is another example. Last one we are talking about with respect to Cycas. I hope you remember Cycas, these are the belonging to one group, that is gymnospermic plant, right? Now what happened? Cycas, it is having root. So Cycas with part that is root, and we are talking about specific type of this root, that is corolloid root. Underline this word, corolloid. Corolloid root means what? Normally root कहाँ पे grow होते हैं? Towards this gravity, means toward the downward direction. But whenever we are talking about that is corolloid root, they are grow at any direction. They are what we say, these are the not sensitive to gravity. They are not showing grow towards this gravity. except gravity कहीं पे भी grow होते at any direction. Such type of this root, these are called as a coroloid root, grow at any direction, right? So cycas, it is having this specific type of this root, that is coroloid root. And now what happened with root that is more specific, we are talking about, that is coroloid root. Again, bacteria, that is Anabaena bacteria, they are showing association. The bacteria, that is Anabaena bacteria, these are the showing association. Okay, so that's why we are talking about BGA. These are the group of the special group of the bacteria, those are the belonging to gram negative condition. But whenever we are talking about occurrence, it is having some diversity, everywhere present hoga. Even these are the survive under the stress condition also, as well as bacteria, these are the showing association with some eukaryotic organisms also. So best example, Anabaena. Anabaena, these are the example of the cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria group hai. Under that group, different bacteria are came. So Anabaena, these are the showing association with Azolla leaves, as well as it will be showing association with cycas root. And that specific kind of this root, these are called as a coroloid root. It means that they can grow at any direction. Got it? This part is clear, everyone? Yes or no? Okay. Yeah. So is this any doubt from today's class? Is this any doubt? No doubt. Okay, ठीक है, चलो. So please revise this part. Few part is remaining because now we have to discuss the Archaebacteria, even Mycoplasma bacteria, and even Actinomycetes. So further part we'll discuss in next class. So तब तक के लिए study करो. I hope today you got DPP for the classification. Okay. So once you submit the DPP, again you are not open it second time. So please, whenever you are solving that, carefully read the question, check the options, and then you submit the assignment, because once you submit, up second time usko answer nahi kar sakte, right? So I hope that DPP is okay, it's good. So please repeatedly you read the part with respect to Monera, because Monera it's coming repeatedly for in 12 syllabus also, that is in microbe. Even such part it is again repeated in some mineral part also during the nitrogen fixation. Yeah. So revise the BJ also. BJ also important part. So whatever is part is remaining, we'll continue in next class. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. With this, today's session is end. Further part will continue next class. Yes. Thank you.